when we talk about road and every other thing that has to do with governance, go to nearby countries like Ghana. Ghana did not become a state in 1648 with the signing of the Westphalian Treaty. Ghana became a state, an independent state, almost the same time with countries like Cameroon. And I don't think we have human beings that are moving with 10 heads and human beings moving with 1 head in Cameroon. We have the same human beings that are living there. It's just a change of mentality that is needed at the bottom as well as at the top of the state mechanism to permit us to anticipate, to know what is of priority to Cameroonians and not self-aggrandizement or increased bank accounts that we have with regards to some Cameroonians. If you look at the properties of some Cameroonians, it can construct their own Douala road and give us better roads. To me, it's just misplaced priorities. I strongly believe it's not that the state of Cameroon lacks the resources or the means. I think it's the lack of that political will and the lack of patriotism in the hands of those that are supposed to make these things happen. Coming to your worry, you were talking about this. I was talking about putting me back on track.
The fact that roads are being constructed 5 years after you don't come to that, you don't see any tar on the same.
It brings to mind the same issue I'm trying to raise here. Most often, I want to strongly believe these guys going to public contracts, the Ministry of Public Contract, they always put their bids, and on paper they are giving some of these things. Some of them move with their enterprise on in their suitcase. No physical structure somewhere, and even in a situation wherein the government wants to do a follow-up to see into it that the right person takes the thing, a lot of corruption and cooptation comes in, and the wrong person finds himself in the wrong position doing the wrong thing. And by so doing, and then at times, you will not want to even blame some of these contractors. The problems they go through to execute some of these roads makes it in such a way that it becomes very normal for them to try to play the game around it. No, I strongly believe instead of going each year and giving roads to those that will do something that will not last for 5 years, let the Cameroonian government just tell us that Cameroonians, please, just be patient. In the next 10 years, we are going to arrange Yaoundé Douala. And then in the next 5 years, we will come to Bamenda, Nkambe, or Bamenda, Bafoussam, or whatsoever. And then in the next 5 years, just do a roadmap and tell us, for now we are concentrating on this part, and we are finishing with this part to come to this part. Not that little pieces that we see all over the place, and somebody puts in place a particular road network, and you come through that same road 5 years after, you're unable to recognize the road. So all of that, and it's not Mr. Biya doing that. It's not the Minister of Transport doing that. It's Cameroonians. It's us taking those contracts when we know we are unable to do them, implementing them and not even implementing them well. I would prefer a contractor that is giving a 10 kilometers road to construct, and then at the end of the day feels like he does not have enough of resources, construct 5 kilometers that is good enough, than constructing 10 kilometers of bad roads that in 5 years' time we will start the whole process again. So I prefer such a contractor. I prefer such a patriotic Cameroonian. Unfortunately, it's so disheartening. It's the condition in which we find ourselves. It's sad to understand that each and every individual in the chain when it comes to contracts in the road sector wants to eat. You see a contractor, he clearly tells you, I'm going in for this amount, but I know when I receive this amount, this person that linked me to this contract has this percentage. You see a contract that was worth 500 million. By the time it is arriving the table of the contractor, we are already at 300 million. He is also going to struggle with the 300 million to see either he gains something from it, and at the end of the day, we have what we have as a result. Knowing fully well that once it will be constructed with our normal attitude of lack of maintenance, after 5 years the road will be back and there will be nobody to do the maintenance work. So it's just a serious problem, taking lives like you mentioned, and not just lives, quality lives that are being taken on daily basis in our different roads. It's so bad, but Like someone once said, you can only have hope if you want to continue living. So we are just praying that what the regime has not been able to do for more than 40 years, they are going to miraculously do it in 2-3 years.
Okay, thank you, David. Now, Dr. Sama, the situation is not even in only within maybe